You've watched Andrew, bro, right? You've seen him on YouTube.
Yes.
You've seen his start.
Channel
You've
5?
seen his Instagram stuff. Hey, down in Bourbon Street, doing all these different things for all these years. I highly recommend going to YouTube. One of the last two that he did, he was here in Chicago, and he did a double one where he was here
Chicago
for the
Rap
Lyrical
Fest,
Lemonade thing.
yeah.
Yeah, looking for Yeet. And then when he went to go visit O Block, this is a dude who is able to combine comedy with these man on the street interviews, but he doesn't make fun of people, which I feel a lot of man on the street people do. He is almost to the sense of Borat, where he just allows them to showcase who they really are on these mics.
Yes.
But where
Yes.
Borat, I think, kind of sets you up, he lets you be. And I think it comes from a more sympathetic approach where he's really he stops those little man on the street interviews to kind of catch you up on something and make a point. I loved his press run for this. If you know HBO's partner for news is CNN. I highly, highly recommend going to go see him do this press run because he ended up on CNN, not just as a part of the press run, but as I just said, it's HBO's kind of like sister company. And he called them out, and the CNN people could not take it. He goes, why am I promoting the movie? And then you're not going to let me say the message of the movie, which is that all of you guys have created this. This is a movie that's leading up to the January 6th riots, but what it's discussing is how you have people who are getting indoctrinated to a degree that they're kind of pushing the other sides to become that. When one of the guys practically says, we made $50,000 in merch, not off of our own fans, but when the president, when somebody else said something bad about them, it makes you go like, yo, if you're trying to make a change, look at the board. And are you really just acting out of your own ego, your own pride? Or are you actually causing more harm than good? I know you like this one too, dude. Tell me.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Andrew Callahan is doing a pretty unique thing in the news space right now, and that like his style of documentary, as you mentioned, he's talking to regular people. Like he's not going and looking for the experts. He's not going and looking to get comments from all the politicians. He's on the ground, and he'll go to these rallies and he'll go to these events and just hear what people are saying. And that's not like, it sounds like it could be a megaphone for the worst in people. But instead, like you said, what he does is he allows people to reveal who they are. And some people reveal themselves to be deep thinkers who are well-versed in what they're discussing. And some people reveal themselves to be absolutely crazed lunatics. And it's fun because he's able to show these things side by side in a way that feels true, right? Because a lot of our political discourse is bogged down in just this like screeching, loud anger that doesn't really...
Who can be louder, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really leave any room for middle ground. And he's really diagnosed the problem as the information being fed dividing us further and further apart. And then you see like when you're actually forced to deal with the other side, we don't have any ability to have that conversation. So I just think it's a really smartly assembled film. I like the way that he puts the pieces together. It's a huge shame that he caught COVID during this because I felt like it was leading to a really, really cool place.
That was COVID-19. It was a banger of a line, though.
The banger of a line.
He has some great ones in here, dude. I highly recommend it.
And also
even
just
the intro.
that intro. The intro is amazing. Once you realize why the intro is there, that's like a hair standing up on the back of your neck kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's so
and
good.
then the HBO guy telling him like, why this intro? And he's like, yo, so like y'all giving me this doc, let me do my thing, right? Highly recommend going to check out Channel 5. It's a YouTube show, dude. You could go catch all of this stuff, different things that he's done. He's on the street, and I think he does it unlike a lot of other people. He's doing good work. He's able to balance it very well, and I highly recommend the show. Or documentary. I'm glad he was able to hit it big with a big one. So, Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan and his documentary "This Place Is Real,"
produced by Jonah Hill
on HBO. I saw that. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
I hope he's able to get more. Yeah, because with a budget, he's able to elevate it to the next level. So
I think they're definitely on the rise right now. The Channel 5 crew,
easily. So shout out to him as we move on to the TV series.